Imagine if Deku, the quirkless boy destined to become the greatest hero, had his story rewritten in the world of My Hero Academia. What if, instead of receiving one for all from All Might, Deku had access to other powers or outcomes? In this video, we're going to explore several intriguing what-if scenarios for our favorite hero, Deku. These alternate realities offer a glimpse into how the story could have changed drastically based on different circumstances in his life. What if Deku was born with a quirk? One of the most popular scenarios fans speculate on is, what if Deku had been born with a quirk of his own? In the original series, Deku starts off quirkless, which forms a major part of his identity and determination. But what if he inherited quirks from his parents? For example, if Deku had his mother's telekinesis or his father's fire-breathing ability, his path as a hero would look very different. He wouldn't have had to endure the same hardships, and All Might might not have noticed him. This could have led Deku to enter UA as a much more confident student, although it would have also deprived him of the immense responsibility and growth he experiences through One for All. What if Deku got All for One? Another powerful scenario to consider is, what if Deku had inherited the villainous power of All for One? Imagine how drastically different the My Hero Academia world would be if Deku, with his heart set on becoming the greatest hero, had access to the quirk that allows him to steal and bestow quirks at will. Instead of fighting against the League of Villains, Deku could be leading them. Or perhaps he would use this ability to steal quirks from villains and grow even stronger in his pursuit of justice. This setup could result in an interesting internal struggle for Deku as he balances his moral compass with the overwhelming temptation of power. What if Deku never got a quirk at all? While the idea of Deku receiving One for All is central to the original story, let's think about what would happen if he stayed quirkless. Would he have still attended UA High School? Perhaps, but his role might have been drastically different. In this alternate universe, Deku would rely purely on his intelligence, tactics, and knowledge of hero abilities to make an impact. Without a quirk, he could have taken on a more supportive role, perhaps becoming a strategist or a tech developer like Hatsume Mei, building gadgets to assist heroes. His resilience and determination would still shine through, but the fights and encounters he faces would test his creativity and resourcefulness even more. What if Deku had Overhaul's power? Another fascinating what-if scenario to consider is, what if Deku had been given the destructive quirk, Overhaul? Overhaul's quirk allows him to deconstruct and reconstruct anything he touches, including human bodies. In the hands of a hero like Deku, this could be both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, it's an incredibly powerful ability that could help him defeat villains in an instant. On the other, the moral weight of such a destructive quirk could deeply affect Deku, who values saving lives above all else. Would he be able to control such power without losing himself? What if Deku could use 100% of One for All from the start? In another potential timeline, imagine if Deku had full control over One for All right from the beginning. Rather than struggling to wield the immense power and breaking his bones in the process, Deku would be a force to be reckoned with from the outset. He could perform at All Might's level from day one, facing stronger opponents and perhaps even skipping some of the formative challenges he experienced in canon. However, this scenario might also remove some of the emotional weight from Deku's journey. His struggle to grow into the power of One for All is a key part of his development, and having that handed to him might make him more overconfident or even arrogant. Conclusion. The beauty of what-if scenarios is that they allow us to dive into alternate paths and possibilities, showing us how even a slight change in circumstances can reshape the entire world of My Hero Academia. Whether Deku had his own quirk, wielded overwhelming power, or remained quirkless, each of these scenarios paints a fascinating picture of what might have been. Which what-if do you find the most exciting? Let us know in the comments below.